Hello, 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 everyone. How are we doing? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. Welcome, everybody who's joining us just now. We are getting ready to start our coverage between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. We are joining this game a tad bit late as the as the Wild and Stars game overlaps. We are in the middle of a Philadelphia power play. Coverage begins now. Penguins will dump this puck down low into the Philadelphia zone. Jamie Drysdale will get it back for Philadelphia. Trevor Zegras will get it back then through center for the Flyers. Zegras into the zone, loses that puck. Broken up then by Pittsburgh down low in the corner. Battling for that one on the right side. Shots are 7-5 in favor of the Flyers. Up top, Jamie Drysdale. Drysdale. Right side, fires it. Saved there by Shelovs. Trevor Zegras at the point for Philadelphia. Up top, Drysdale. Jamie Drysdale to Zegras, a drive. And that one's denied there by Shelovs. With exactly 1 minute to go in the first period. Those of you who are just joining us now, welcome. We are here commentating the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins round 1, game 4. We are joining a little bit late due to the fact that Stars and Wild went to almost double overtime. So this stream will be a little bit shorter, but regardless of that, we will still commentate the rest of the entire game as it is an elimination game between these two sides. What's up, Rons? What's up, Sebastian? Go Flyers, go Penguins. Face-off coming up here now in the Pittsburgh zone. It'll be Christian Dvorak who will take the draw. Artur Shelovs gets the nod today as the goalie because, again, Stuart Skinner not a pretty first 3 games. They decided to switch things up, and so far, things have worked out for Pittsburgh. We'll see if that stays the same, though. Face-off here now in the Pittsburgh zone. Who's my favorite team? I'm a Flyers fan. Face-off won back by the Penguins. Carlson up top then for Konechny. Battling for on the right side, and Dvorak fighting alongside Mantha. Penguins trying to clear to center. They will do so successfully. Puck will slide in there on Dan Vladar. Here's Rasmus Ristolainen. Ristolainen now through center. Back over then to Owen Tippett. Tippett to Konechny. Drops it back up top. Michkov. On the right side for Philadelphia. Michkov. Down low Dvorak. Back to Michkov. Up top then Ristolainen. Risto waits. Michkov to Tippett. Poke checked away by Shea. And back to center. Am I flyered up? Yes, sir. Time winding down here in the opening period. Ristolainen. Ahead then for Konechny. Konechny will get around the Pittsburgh D. Stolen back then. And clear down the other way. And that will pretty much do it here for the first period. End of 20 minutes of play. The Pittsburgh Penguins lead by a goal here after the end of the first period. It's Sidney Crosby on the power play. And it's a 1-0 lead for Pittsburgh here after the first period. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for period number 2 momentarily. And again, funny because we just came from Minnesota and Dallas, and now we get another break. So there's that. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. All right, putting up the Flyers and Pens jerseys. Thank you to Daniel and those who remind me to do this every time, because I'd probably forget if it weren't for you guys. Be sure to like the stream down below. Of course, subscribe if you're new. We're coming off of Minnesota and Dallas. We will be live all day tomorrow. This is the final game of the 3 games today. We will be live all day tomorrow. 4 commentaries coming up on the schedule tomorrow. It is a fun slate of games. I'm looking forward to it. Still figuring out Tuesday's schedule. We may do 2 games. We may do just one. I don't know if I want to do Minnesota and Dallas as a whole or just do that in pieces. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, that Wild Stars game was wild. Yep. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. I am going to go use the bathroom here super quickly. Hang on. I'll go in a second. Going to post the Matt Boldy overtime goal. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back in just a moment, guys. Thank you. Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Using the bathroom super quick. Getting ready for period number 2 coming up in just a moment. Thank you all for your continued support. Greatly appreciate a good start to the stream here tonight. Gonna make a clip of the Matt Boldy overtime winner. Pretty good day today, though, if I do say so myself. Hopefully this game is a good ending to it. What's up, David? How's it going? Stars only have 3 even strength goals, really. That they've only had 3, and 2 of them have been overtime, right? 2 of them, or 1 of them was an overtime. Is that really accurate? That's nuts. Yeah, if the Wild stay out of the box, they can probably win the series. To be honest, they suck 5-on-5. Kaprizov to Spurgeon. Spurgeon a shot. He scores! Matt Boldy! Overtime winner! And the Wild have tied up the series. Kaprizov to Spurgeon. I will say this: if this game goes to a game 5, if this series goes to a game 5, we will be live for it. Just so everybody knows, if this series goes to a game 5, we will be live for it.
May have just reignited the Giants-Dodgers rivalry, because I feel like for a long time we thought it was Padres-Dodgers. Not after this. Now this rivalry has been going on for a very long time.
All right, got about 10 minutes till the start of overtime, folks. Appreciate all those who are in here right now. It's not going to a game 5. We'll see, Daniel. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Ann? How we doing? Hey, I remember you. Welcome back. Good to see you. How's it been? I know the Jets obviously are not the greatest in the world, but thank you for the 3 games. No problem, Bon. It's been a fun day. Been a fun day. We've got some good views, made some good calls. I'll take it. Oh, did I say overtime? I meant second period. Sorry, we were in overtime in the other game. My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad. All right. That is done. I need to update this stat sheet now. Goalies were phenomenal in Stars versus Wild. I'm doing good, Slick Nick. How are you? I am doing good. I'm feeling good, too. We're feeling great here. That is done. I need to update this stat sheet. We're going to be done a little bit earlier, too. We've been done at like 1 a.m. the last couple of days. I'm going to be done a little bit early. I'll have some time to sleep. Maybe have some time to hop on the video games for a little bit, potentially. Cheering on Habs. No Oilers this year. Nice. Yeah, well, it's not your Jets. I think they'll be back next year. It's all good. Hey, John, another $5 dono. Thank you so much, John. You've been awesome to me these playoffs, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. Another bottle of water. Yes, sir. You know, with inflation these days, bottle of waters are expensive. Have I gone in creation mode in EA NHL and made Porter Martone? I have. I have, actually. So, yeah, I have. So, Stars and Wild guaranteed a Game 6. I think Game 6 is on Thursday. I'll try to go live for Game 6 if we're not live for Game 5. I'll see how the series end up. Tomorrow will really determine what Tuesday streams will be like. Because if Buffalo wins tomorrow and it's an elimination game for the Sabres, I'm streaming the Sabres. But we'll see. It'll really depend on how the rest of the games go, honestly. Yeah, it's only 9 o'clock. Stars and Wild are for sure going to 7. I hope so. What time zone am I in? Eastern time zone. Yeah, it's only 9 o'clock. It's only 9 o'clock here as well. Thoughts on what's going on with Hellebuck? I think that whole situation was being overblown. I did make a video on it, like the first day or so of the playoffs. I think it's being overblown, though. I don't think he's going to get traded or anything. I just don't see it, honestly. I really don't. But you never know. We'll have to see what happens, of course. But I don't think anything's going to come of it. I think he will stay in Winnipeg. You're a Mass. Nice. Go Bruins. I'll be commentating them tomorrow, Slick Nick. I'll be commentating the Bruins tomorrow, bro. Oh, yeah, we're live all day tomorrow. All right, see ya, and have a good night. We will be live all day tomorrow. Should be a fun day. Would be surprised if Connor gets traded, yeah. I'm from Pennsylvania. I am from Pennsylvania, Slick Nick. I am from the great state of PA. All right, still got some time here till the second period, but we're coming up on it, guys. We are coming up on the second. Yeah, it's definitely an important game for me. It's I am a Flyers fan, but obviously I'm not going to commentate bias, or I'm going to try to not commentate bias, so north of Erie, PA, here across the lake in Ontario. Nice. Yeah, man. Would love to go to see the Erie Otters. It's just too far away. Like, a drive to Erie is insane. 6-hour drive. I really can't justify that. Well, I could, but I don't know if I'm old enough to make a drive like that either, or if I could afford it, honestly. Alrighty, everybody. We are ready for the start of period number 2 between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Coming up here now in just a moment. First period recap. The only goal was scored by the one and only Sidney Crosby, making it a 1-0 lead for Pittsburgh after 20 minutes of play. Again, Pittsburgh backs against the wall, essentially. If they lose this game, they're done. If they win this game, they expand the series to 5, and we'll be back in Pittsburgh on Monday. Period number 2 between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Round 1, Game 4, here tonight from Xfinity Mobile Arena. And we are power play, by the way, for Philadelphia. I forgot to say that. All right, second period. And we are underway. Face-off is won back then by Pittsburgh. They will dump it down low here into the Philadelphia zone. Travis Sanheim will get it to regroup and start for Philadelphia. Sanheim to Rasmus Ristolainen. Ristolainen will dump it down low into the zone, battling for on the right side. Then with Forster, taken back then by Dewar. Sanheim in the corner, chipped off the boards. Down low then for Blake Lizotte. Tyson Forster trying to get it free. Forster back over then for Ristolainen. Risto to Sanheim. Sanheim will dump it to center. Forster battling for it in the corner. You're going to get one anyway, J-Dub. Because I don't think that even if Philadelphia sweeps the Pens, I don't think this series will start till probably the end of the week. Lizotte try to throw a cross-ice pass, then broken up by Zegras. Brian Rust will get it back to center. He'll dump it down low into the Philadelphia end. Dan Vladar, turnover in front. They score. Are you serious, bro? Ricard Raquel off of a dang it. And it's a 2-0 lead for Pittsburgh. Well, that's a dang it, if I've ever seen one. It was Dan Vladar down low behind the net. Turnover was forced. Raquel with a pretty nifty play there, though. I will admit that. That's a pretty nasty play by Raquel. He's basically below the goal line. And the Pittsburgh Penguins have taken a 2-0 lead. That was an ugly play. Face-off here won by the Penguins. They will dump it back down low here into the Philadelphia zone. Dvorak on the right side then for Porter Martone. Cleared back to center, connecting back to Letang. Crosby into the zone. We'll carry that one in. I literally turned off my phone by my water, putting my bottle on the ground. Sorry, guys. All right, back in the game. Shot on, save there by Dan Vladar with 18:28 to go. The Penguins continue the pressure here on Philadelphia. They never said it was going to be easy. See you, Bond. Shots 9-6 in favor of the Penguins as a 2-0 lead for Pittsburgh. They never said that it would be easy. They definitely did not. Face off here now in the Philadelphia end. It'll be Rust who will take the draw then against Glendenning. Face-off won by Philadelphia. Sanheim off the boards to center. Couturier back to Novak. Novak will drop it down low then. Ryan Shea in the Penguins' end. Back around then for Evgeny Malkin. Battling for the halfway. Turnover in front. Forced there. And a penalty coming up against the Flyers. Ryan Shea. Back over then for Malkin. Grabbed back by Chinnikov. And Glendenning will touch that puck. And we are going to get a Pittsburgh power play. It'll be a Penguins power play here, as Evgeny Malkin was tripped by Garnet Hathaway. And the Pittsburgh Penguins will get their, I believe, second power play of the night. Yes, second of the night. They are 1 for 1. Face-off here now coming up in the Philadelphia zone. One back by the Penguins. Couturier battling forward then with Malkin. Rust intercepted. 2-on-1 the other way. It's Glendenning. Glendenning fires it. Saved by Shilovs as he catches that one in the chest. So Ricard Raquel unassisted picks up his first goal of the playoffs. 2-0 lead now for Pittsburgh. Yeah, hopefully Nikishin's okay. Still a lot of time to figure that out, though. At least now, JW, you'll have a couple of days in between to have him rest and figure out what his status is. Face off with the Penguins and one with the Flyers. Stand on a shot, gloved by Shilovs. Philadelphia now up to 11 shots in the game. Artur Shilovs having himself a great performance here tonight. He's in his 5th career Watch with Nordic commentary tonight. Latvian-born player there was playing against Team USA in the Winter Olympics. Erik Karlsson wins the draw then for Pittsburgh. Karlsson in the Penguins' end will regroup. He'll drop it back then for Crosby, broken up by the Flyers. Getting it back then to Raquel. 1:28 to go. Forster off the boards to center. Battling for on the right side. Crosby, Karlsson, a shot that one's blocked. Forster sends it down the other way. Here's Erik Karlsson. Now in the Penguins' end. Karlsson will carry it through center. He'll drop it back up top then for Kindle. Kindle to Malkin. Back to Mantha. Down low. And Chinnikov, a good chance there. Could not get it on. Kindle. Down low then for Chinnikov. Back up top. Kindle. Cross-ice pass. Then Karlsson, a shot. Denied there by Vladar. I mean, they haven't even won game 4 yet, Jonathan. They haven't even won game 4 yet. I know it's 2-0 Penguins, but they haven't even won game 4 yet. Face-off in the Philadelphia zone is won back then by the Flyers. Ristolainen will clear it back to center. Kindle will drop it back down low into the Pittsburgh zone. Chris Letang will get it back here now in his own end. Drop back for Kindle. 30 seconds to go on the Pittsburgh power play. Into the zone, Novak. Dumps it around behind the net then for Mantha. Letang, cross-ice pass. Taken back then by Dvorak. And try to dump it down the other way. Here's Ben Kindle now through the center. Kindle will dump it down low behind the net then. Sealer trying to get that one free. And forced back to center. Breakaway the other way. It's Dvorak coming in. He's in! Denied! He couldn't even get it on. What a defensive play there by Chris Letang. And we are back to even strength. Penguins will hold it back down low in their own zone. Parker Weatherspoon, who I've liked in this series. Chinnikov fires it. That one goes wide there, Vladar. Down low on the right side then, Girard. At the point. Backhands it down low then for Weatherspoon. On the right side in the corner then, taken back by Blake Lizotte. Fires it on. Save rebounds in front. And cleared away there by the Flyers. Here's Porter Martone. Gets around the Pittsburgh zone. Martone to Konechny. Konechny a shot. Up top, then Drysdale a drive. And that one goes wide. Down low in the corner then, Girard. Ahead then for Blake Lizotte. Lizotte to Dewar, a shot. Saved by Vladar. Rebounds there and cleared away. Achari up top then. Shot on is blocked and goes wide. Dewar. Down low then for Lizotte. Zegras trying to poke check that one to center. Achari on the right side. Grabbed back by Connor Dewar in the corner in front. And broken up there. Flyers will take it back through center. Porter Martone will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh end. On the right side, Dvorak battling for it. Cleared all the way back to center. Raquel, poke checked away. Flyers get control. Michkov over then for Cates, trying to bring that one in. And a whistle blown dead here at 14:29. I'm not sure why. Penalty coming up here now. It's against the Penguins, I believe. I heard that correctly. And yeah, there's 6 guys on the ice. Philadelphia power play coming up. A chance for the Flyers to kind of turn things around here a little bit. They're down 2-0. They've allowed 2 goals on 8 shots. Not a pretty game here tonight. But it's not over yet. It is not over yet. Power play coming up for Philadelphia. 2-minute man on the ice for Pittsburgh. Face off here now in the Pittsburgh zone. It'll be Anthony Mantha that takes the penalty then for Pittsburgh. Achari versus Cates. The face-off is a tie-up then. It's won back by the Penguins. Weatherspoon battling for now with Forster. Philadelphia is 0 for 2 on the power play. Achari will clear that one back to center. All the way back into the Penguin zone. Dan Vladar. Back to Jamie Drysdale. Drysdale will drop it back then for Trevor Zegras. Zegras through center. Back to Porter Martone. Martone waits. Fires it. Denied reels in front. And just wide. Forster had it right there and on. Kept in the zone by Philly. Shot on. Saved by Shilovs. The confidence of Porter Martone. But Artur Shilov seems like he's become the problem. Here for Philly. Not for Pittsburgh, obviously. Fun fact, Artur Shilov started the season opening up the year for Pittsburgh. He had a shutout in a 3-0 win against the Rangers. It's not over till it's over. You're right, Michael. You are definitely right. Dvorak for wrist line. Pass over. Goes wide there of Shilovs. Cleared all the way back to center. Rasmus Ristolainen will carry it into the Pittsburgh zone. Back to the Dvorak. Dvorak pass over. In front, broken up. That was a slithering puck. And Shilovs covers it up. A nice slithering puck there. Face-off coming up now in the Penguin zone. It'll be Dvorak against Blake Lizotte. Or sorry, Noel Achari. My bad. Not Blake Lizotte. Tippett versus Achari. The face-off is a tie-up then. It's won back by the Flyers. Rasmus Ristolainen. Pass back then to Konechny. Konechny to Risto. Risto to Michkov. Michkov to Risto, a shot. And that one goes wide. Konechny battling for it then with Rust. Tippett off the boards down low for Michkov. Down low in the corner then. Michkov fighting now with Shea. Michkov up top to Ristolainen. Risto at the point for Philadelphia. Back to Michkov up top. Michkov to Tippett down low. Dvorak in front with a block there by Rust. Dvorak up top for Tippett. Cross ice pass then to Michkov. Michkov to Konechny. Travis Konechny to Ristolainen. Ristolainen up top. Back over then for Konechny. A shot. And that one goes wide there of Shilovs as well. Tippett to Dvorak. Back over then to Konechny. Dvorak then up top, Tippett. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Konechny, top of the circle. Up top, Tippett a shot. That one's blocked. Up top now with it is Ristolainen. Rasmus Ristolainen, a shot on, is denied there by Shilovs. Power play is over and cleared back into the Philadelphia zone. Rasmus Ristolainen now will move it through center for Philadelphia. Dump back into the Penguins' end. And it will be an icing. Definitely a much more energized game from Pittsburgh. I will say that. Again, I missed most of the first period, so I couldn't really make an analysis for you. But definitely a much more energized second period for the Penguins. They're playing with a lot more urgency than they were even in Game 3. It felt like they were so deflated in Game 3 and the first two games that it was just like, whatever. Compared to Ottawa, where it was just like they seemed so disinterested. Here's Ristolainen. Back over then on the right side, Weatherspoon battling for it down low with Mantha. Mantha pass in front, broken up then by the Flyers. Cates carrying it now through center. He'll dump it down low into the Penguin zone. Sidney Crosby now in the Pittsburgh end. Pass ahead then for Carlson. Carlson to Mantha, who will backhand it down low then Sanheim. Off the boards to Forster. Forster fighting with Mantha. Mantha down low in the corner, then up top, Raquel. Raquel to Malkin. Malkin up top to Weatherspoon, a shot. Saved by Vladar. He covers up. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. No. 11:34 to go here in this second period. Penguins lead the Flyers 2-0. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. Brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Weird second goal for Pittsburgh. Yeah, it was. Yeah, bad turnover there by Vladar. It does happen. It does happen. I'll say that. It does happen to Dan Vladar's defense. But still, not a pretty goal to give up when you're up in the way that they are. When you're trailing the way they are. And I think, again, you could make an argument that, like, oh, you know, they had a chance to come back. And now that they gave up that goal, it makes it a lot harder. But it's not over yet. It is not over yet. Best part about sports is not over till it's over. That's why I love baseball so much. Even if you're down, 10 runs in the ninth, you're down to your last out. It's not over yet. Face-off coming up here now in the Philadelphia zone. Yogi Berra said that. You're right, Michael. You're exactly right, Michael. Face-off won by the Penguins. Letang to Chinnikov. Knocked off that puck. Letang up top. Fires it on. And that one goes up and out of play. Put your old Flyers hat back on. Nice. Face-off coming up here now in the Philadelphia zone. We'll have Pittsburgh. Gerard, right side. Letang, a shot. Rebound in front and cleared away. Drysdale grabs it back then for Philadelphia. Head then for Glendening. 3-on-2. Couturier on the right side. Intercepted then by the Penguins. Hathaway battling for them with Malkin. Dewar to Gerard. Broken up then by Glendening. Here's Hathaway, 2-on-1. He's got Couturier. Hathaway comes in, fires it. Save there, rebounds in front. They jab at that puck on Shilovs and cleared back down low. On the right side, then Novak. Battling for on the right side, then with Juleson. Sealer. Trying to bank this one off the boards. Hathaway to center. And a whistle blown dead here. And a stick here on the bench apparently interfered with play or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Face-off coming up here now in the Pittsburgh zone. Or I believe in the neutral zone, sorry. Not in the Pittsburgh zone. My apologies, guys. My apologies. Getting too far ahead of myself. Or maybe it is in the Pittsburgh zone. It's in Philadelphia zone. What the hell? Face-off one back by Pittsburgh. Raquel on the right side. Fires it on. Save there by Vladar. Porter Martone gets it back for Philly. Konechny. Back to Martone. Martone to Sealer. On the right side, Pittsburgh intercepts it back. Mantha trying to poke check at the center. Konechny drops it back to Martone. Martone to Juleson. Cross ice pass. Martone will dump it into the Penguins' end. Mantha on the right side then for Weatherspoon. Cleared all the way then to center. Mantha broken up by Martone. Martone to Forster. A shot. It's blocked. Penguins will get it back now through center. 2-on-3. Kendall. Fighting forward there was Zegras. Behind the net now with speed is Rasmus Ristolainen. Here's Zegras. Into the zone. Trevor Zegras down low then for Tippett. Battling forward alongside Shea. Cleared up top then Ristolainen fighting with Crosby. Tippett. Down low now in the corner. Knocked off that puck. Crosby on the right side up top then Ristolainen. Broken up then by Raquel. Chipped off the boards and down low. Risto. Cross ice pass. Sanheim will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh end. Brian Rust will take it back then for the Penguins and clear it to center. Sanheim for Drysdale. Drysdale in his own zone then back for Forster. Cleared back to center. Crosby. Drop then for Rust. Rust fires it. Saved there by Vladar. Here's Matvei Michkov, then off the boards to Trevor Zegras. Zegras will loop it back around. He'll dump it down low for Forster. Forster in his own end. Trying to carry it around down low in the corner, tied up by two Pittsburgh defensemen. At center, then Achari. Back to Drysdale. 8:40 to go in the second period. On the right side now, Dewar down low in the corner, fighting here with York. Trying to get that one loose on the right side. Lizotte fighting with Cates. Noah Cates will flick this one to center. Gerard back down low then for Letang. Cross ice pass to Dewar. Puck deflects up in the air and out of play. What I've noticed so far as well is that Pittsburgh is not letting the Flyers get under their skin. The biggest factor in the last 3 games, I would say, or especially last game, was that they really let Philadelphia get in their heads and get in their system and took a lot of different, took a lot of penalties. Now in this one, so far at this halfway mark, they've only taken 3 penalties. And I think that's, I know again, like 3 penalties, obviously, like, it's not that big of a change, but like still, they were letting the Flyers get under their skin, and they're doing a better job at not letting that happen here in this game. I think the Flyers will score the next goal. I think Philly will bounce back near the next one. Shots 14-10 in favor of Philadelphia. Great night here for Artur Shilovs. Malkin. I think Malkin gets it next. He only has one so far, right? I'm trying to think. Again, if this series does go to Monday, we will be live for a Game 5. If it goes further than that, we may not be live for Game 6 or 7, depending on what my schedule is going to be like. But we'll see. Winner of this series faces Carolina. Yup, you are correct. All right, face off here in the Philadelphia zone. We got 108 people in here. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We have 55 likes as well. We are just about 80 subs away from 6,300, which is our next goal. It'll be Glendening versus Malkin. The face-off is won back then by the Penguins. Gerard up top then for Kindle. Gerard will dump it down low into the Philadelphia zone furthermore. Glendening battling forward with Novak. In the corner, Flyers will chip it then back to center, or at least they'll try to. Novak. Behind the net then, battling forward with Ristolainen. Cleared back up top, shot by Letang, goes wide there of Vladar. Dewar. Fighting now on the right side. Cleared away then by Sealer into the Pittsburgh end. Letang fighting now with Couturier, cleared back to center. Grabbed back then by Ristolainen. Ristolainen through center, fires it, save there by Shilovs. Yep, we'll see Buck and Puck. Shots 15-10 in favor of the Flyers. 7:41 to go in the second period. Again, what's really significant about this game compared to the last one is that there hasn't been a lot of penalties. I mean, there has been, but not over the top. Face-off with the Flyers. Dvorak, a shot is blocked. Down low to the corner now, Konechny. Up top then to Sanheim. Forced back to center then. Sanheim off the board. Stolen back to by the Penguins. Here's Crosby into the zone. Crosby waits. Fires it. Save there by Vladar. We will be live all day tomorrow. Bruins and Sabres. Avalanche and Kings. Lightning and Canadiens. And Oilers and Ducks. Three of those series are 2-1. One of those series is a 3-0 lead. So we could have another playoff series end tomorrow. We'll see. Face-off coming up here now in the Philadelphia end. It's going to be Glendening against Crosby. Face-off won by the Flyers. Off the boards, Jamie Drysdale will clear it back to center. Puck will slide in there just wide of Shilovs for an icing. $7:16 to go in the second period. It'll be Glendening versus Crosby. Face-off won back by Pittsburgh. Wotherspoon up top. Carlson, a shot is blocked. And a whistle blown dead here at 7:12. And a penalty coming up. It is going to be on the Flyers, if I heard correctly. Or no, it's Glendening for cross-checking Crosby. So Pittsburgh will go back to the power play. Face off in the Philadelphia end. Couturier versus Crosby. The face-off is a tie-up, then one back by Philadelphia. Cam York will fire it into the Penguins bench. Oh my God. Hopefully everyone's okay. I think it hit the assistant coach. Let me see the replay. It hit the assistant coach. Oh my Lord. Well, that is one way to block a puck. Glad to see everyone's okay. The assistant coach for Pittsburgh is okay as well. Crosby, down low in the corner. Sanheim battling for Raquel. That's nuts. Couturier now will dump it back into the Pittsburgh zone. Thankfully, it did hit him in the face like Bednar. Bednar got some facial injuries. Sanheim shorthanded into the zone. Carlson back to Dvorak. Christian Dvorak will dump it around then behind the net, then the Cates. In the corner, Carlson. Back to Malkin then. Sidney Crosby will move it through center. Raquel. Back over then for Carlson. Carlson, cross-ice pass to Crosby. Up top, Malkin. Back to Crosby up top. Malkin on the right side. Crosby back down low. Crosby to Carlson. Penn cycling this puck. Carlson to Crosby. Crosby down low, blocked. Up top, Sidney Crosby gets it back down low into the corner. Malkin to Crosby. Shot on there is blocked. Flyers take it back. They will clear it off the boards. It's Tyson Forster. Forster with some room. Comes in, and he can't get the shot on. Great save by Shilovs. But Forster barely got a shot on there on that play. Good save there by Artur Shilovs down low. The Flyers continue to be stoned by Artur Shilovs here in Game 4. And I'm not particularly surprised that we find ourselves in this situation. Face-off one back by Pittsburgh. Letang in the Penguins' end. Off the boards then, Novak. Knocked off the puck then by Philadelphia. Cleared down the other way then by Hathaway. Letang in the Penguins' end. Grabbed back then by Kindle. Kindle fires it. Saved by Vladar. Ristolainen will backhand this one to center. 10 seconds to go here on the Philadelphia power play. Couturier to Novak. Up top, Tippett battling for it. Kendall into their zone, back into the Philadelphia end, and the power play's over. 5 minutes to go here in this second period. 3-on-2, Ristolainen. Fires it in front, saved there by Shilovs on Couturier. Tippett, down low to Coots. Coots back to Tippett. Owen Tippett battling for it now in the corner. Cleared around then to the right side. Flyers get it back. Drysdale up top. Shot on there is blocked. Puck will slide back to center. Glendening on the right side, then back for Tippett. Tippett will dump it down low here into the Penguin zone. Zegras behind the net then. Trevor Zegras looking for options. Zegras drops it back down low then for Tippett. Tippett to York. York to Zegras. Zegras pass in front. They score! Porter Martone! Or sorry, Denver Barkey. Why did I think that was Porter Martone? Denver Barkey makes it 2-1. Denver Barkey, his first career postseason goal. And my brain farts and thinks it's Porter Martone. It's 2-1. Yeah, I know, right, J-Dub? I know, right? Denver Barkey, the first goal of his playoff career. And we are back in it. It is 2-1. Shots are 18-11 here in favor of Philadelphia. Porter Martone will backhand it down low. Shea in the corner. Cleared to center. Here's Ryan Shea now, who will dump it ahead into the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim battling for them with Achari. Bank back down low now into the Philadelphia end. Glendening battling for it alongside the likes of Dewar. In the corner, Connor Dewar. Fires it there through the crease. Grabbed back by Porter Martone. Martone ahead then for Dvorak. Dvorak will backhand it down low into the Pittsburgh end. Martone up top. York back to Martone down low in the corner. Tippett. Penguins will dump it around the right side. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Barkey from Zegras and York. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Here's Glendening, who will move it through center. A 4-on-3 will bank it back into the Pittsburgh end. Glendening battling for them with Dewar. In the corner, Couturier. Trying to get that one free. Coots gets his helmet knocked off there. Trying to move it the other way. Now Crosby for Girard, who will backhand it down low. Drysdale battling for it in the corner then alongside Raquel. Crosby up top. Letang to Girard. A shot. It's blocked through the traffic. Flyers get it back. Glendening will dump it to center. Forster racing for that puck. Girard fighting for it now on the right side. Penguins trying to get that one free. Rust. And a whistle blown dead for an offsides at 2:36. Denver Barkey, who is apparently Porter Martone, according to me. Everyone's Porter Martone. And it's a 2-1 lead for Pittsburgh. Thank you all for tuning in. We have 200 people watching this commentary. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. I apologize for my little butcher there. Yep, Flyers are back in it. Yep. All right. Here in the second period. We know it's an honest mistake. It's your team. It was a little blurred out too. I couldn't tell from the angle exactly, and it all happened so fast. I didn't even realize. So it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Now, if that's the overtime winner and I say that, I think I would have cried. But it's all good. Oh my God, the Phillies are winning. Wow, Kenny Albert just broke the record of national telecasts. He's commentated over 1,500 sporting events. That's nuts. Here's Cam York. Battling for it down low then with Malkin. Down low in the corner then Igor Chinnikov gets it back up top. Letang. Letang waits. Down low, pass in front. Malkin. Letang, a shot saved there by Vladar. Cates On the right side, trying to get it to center. Up top, Chinnikov, a shot. That one goes wide. Drysdale in the corner then on the right side for Tippett, who will try and play it up top. Gerard fires it, saved by Vladar. Tying a playoff game would be a biggie. Yeah. Yep. Shots 19-13. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought my Phillies were losing. It's okay. Daniel made an error. It's all good. Face off here now in the Philadelphia zone. Dvorak versus Kendall. Soderblom all the way up top, broken up by Porter Martone. Martone to Konechny will dump it down low. Martone fighting with Weatherspoon. Right side then Kendall. Hit down low by Juleson. Noah Juleson here at center. Battling for now on the right side. Martone back to Juleson. Cross ice pass for Sealer. Sealer will dump it down low. Shelovs out of his net to play it. Broken up then by Philadelphia. Konechny to Dvorak. Down low in the corner. Pittsburgh breaks it up. Carlson over to Soderblom. Soderblom will backhand this one to center. Getting to it then on the right side is Ristolainen. Approaching the final minute of play here in the second period. Konechny on the right side. Down low now with it is Konechny. Played ahead then for Zegras. Trevor Zegras, his stick comes out of his hands. And ahead then for Tippett. 3-on-2. Tippett to Konechny. He's got Sanheim. Konechny to Sanheim in front. Denied as it goes wide. Carlson battling for it then with Zegras. Puck is cleared back into the Philadelphia zone. Now Rust back to Sanheim. Sanheim to center. And Zegras could not complete the pass. I didn't even know this could go back this far. Tippett up top. Battling for it now with Crosby. All the way back down low into the Philadelphia zone. Drysdale off the boards then for Tippett. Will clear it back to center. Pittsburgh intercepts it then with 10 seconds to go. Achari will chip it down low. Fighting with York in the corner. Behind the net then Dewar. Over then in front Shea. A shot. Saved by Vladar. And the time winds down. End of 40. Here in Philadelphia, we are a 2-1 lead for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Goals from Ricard Raquel and Denver Barkey make it a 2-1 game after 40 minutes of play. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for period number 3 momentarily. This is the countdown till the 3rd. Are the Flyers outplaying the Penguins, or has it been even? I feel like it's been even. If it weren't for that Dan Vladar turnover mess up, it'd be a 1-1 hockey game right now. But again, it is what it is. You can do the what if you want, but it is what it is. All right, I am going to go to the bathroom really quick, guys. I will be right back in just a moment. Alrighty, everyone, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Had to use the bathroom here super quick. Go get your popcorn, damn right. All right. All right. Pittsburgh fans must be shaking. They're still winning. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. All right. Gonna do a clip of the what's it called? The Raquel goal. Thank you, Christine. It's a Wildwood, New Jersey shirt. My girlfriend got it for me. Oh man. I gotta shave soon too. Fourth game is the hardest to win. You are right about that, Daniel. You are very correct. Bro's always flexing his GF. Hey, man. He's just making sure none of the honeys in the chat get any ideas. Yup. That includes you, Daniel. Nah, I'm kidding. Rock the playoff beard. I hate having a beard. I can't do it. Peanut butter crackers. I haven't had peanut butter crackers in a while. She might be. Cubs have won 10 in a row.
Guess the MLB team by where they played amateur baseball. All right, the center fielder from UCLA, right
Crosby should have got 2 minutes for embellishing that pass into a goal. Having a heartbeat on the ice at the same time as 87 is 2 minutes. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that, Wayne. The Red Sox, they've been off to a terrible start. I'm surprised they picked a game where their team put up 17 freaking runs to fire their coach. I was like, wow. And they fired everyone. Like not just the coach, everyone. She loves in and it's Pens in 7. We'll see, bro. This game's not over yet. Difficult to win 4 games in a row. And the 4th game is also very difficult to win. So it's not over yet. Mets next. Yeah. Yep, I saw that, Robert. You're right about that. Phillies tied it up. They did. It's not over yet, though. Mid-8th. Hopefully Wheeler had a good outing. I didn't even look yet. We haven't won 4 all season, don't believe. Yeah. So it's hard. It's difficult for any team, honestly. I have drank all of the water in this big jug. If you couldn't tell by me going like this. Still snowing in Calgary? Wow. But got a hunch Michkov is due to either tie or win it. We'll see, bro. I would love to see Michkov get on the score sheet. Maybe people will stop talking about him. You can get the Water Bing trophy. What about that Kane sweep? Yeah, Kane's looking good. I thought the Sens would get at least one, but that's expected. Still can't believe Bedard was wasting away up there in Calgary. Yeah. Shot still 19-4 in favor of Philadelphia. Got one more period to go, folks. One more period to go. How are we feeling? How's everyone feeling in the chat? How are we feeling? We'll be live all day tomorrow, starting at 2 and going till probably around 2 as well. Sabres, Bruins to start, followed by, Sabres, Bruins to start, followed by Avalanche, Kings, Golden Knights, Canadians, Lightning, and Oilers, Ducks. Who has been the spotlight player for each team tonight? Shelovs for Pittsburgh. And I would say for Philadelphia, probably Denver Barkey. Vladar's gotten better since that, dang it. I'll say that. Since allowing that fluky goal. Which, it is what it is. It happens. He's not the first player to do that. He won't be the last. Need to come out physical as heck? Yes. I agree. Go Flyers. Took a nap, so pretty good. Good. I'm feeling good too. Got a hockey game tomorrow. 11 a.m. too. 11 a.m. Get some sleep before too. Massive upset in Edmonton. Yeah. Definitely a massive upset for Anaheim. Oilers will probably win tomorrow. I imagine they'll bounce back. But yeah, you can't think about that either. Oh my God. All right. Third period coming up. Game 7s are great but taxing. Yeah, Shelovs is a good pickup. He was a really good pickup. I've liked him with Pittsburgh for sure. That's a guy who definitely wanted to perform that way, and he has. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 3 between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Rickard Rakell and Denver Barkey. It's a 2-1 lead for Philadelphia, or 2-1 lead for Pittsburgh after 40 minutes of play. A win today for the Penguins will advance this series to a Game 5 on Monday. A win for Philadelphia will send them to the second round against Carolina. My throat's doing good. I've had no cough drops today. I'm doing good. All right, period number 3 between the Flyers and the Penguins, and we are underway. Dump back down low here now into the Philadelphia zone. Wrist line back to Hathaway. Will poke check at the center. Penguins will regroup now in their own end. Crosby ahead then for Weatherspoon. Banked off the boards back down low. Flyers get it back now on their own end. Cross ice pass, chipped off the boards then. Letang will try and send it to center. Crosby in his own zone. Erik Karlsson will dump it here into the Philadelphia end. Dvorak battling alongside Shinnikov. Ristolainen back over then to Konechny. Played back to center. Letang try to fight there with Martone. Flyers trying to clear it to center. Dvorak in the Philadelphia end. Dvorak will give it back then for Cam York. York to Konechny. Travis Konechny with some room. Fires it. Saved by Shelovs. Here's where the rebound is. And he still covers. Got to get offensive zone time. Got to be physical. Got to get those scraps. Thank you, Renee. No problem. Thank you for finding the channel. We post videos and shorts here as well during the season. Just been a little bit more, or a little bit less frequent due to the playoffs. And I'm streaming every single night. But tomorrow, hoping to make a couple of videos before we start streaming and start getting some content out next week regarding the draft and other stuff. Face-off now in the Pittsburgh zone. One back by the Flyers. Drysdale. Down low then for Tippett. Owen Tippett to Drysdale. In the corner now, Philadelphia trying to get that one back. Zegras. Off the boards to Barkey. Barkey drops it back then for York. York trying to throw a pass in front. Blocked there by Girard. Zegras battling for it in the corner. Girard will play it ahead then for Lizotte, who will get it back to center. Blake Lizotte with speed will dump it down low. Lizotte in the corner then battling alongside Drysdale and Achari. Tippett gets it back for the Flyers. Down low now, Blake Lizotte will clear it off the boards. Up top then for Shea. Behind the net now for Lizotte. Up top then Achari. On the right side in front, Achari, a good chance there is denied. Noel Achari then back to Connor Dewar. Dewar. Up top, cross ice pass then to Shea. Shea fighting now with Barkey. In the corner, Drysdale's there. York on the right side. Down low then, trying to play this one into the corner. He's hit down low by Ben Kindle, the young rookie. Mantha up top, shot on, saved by Vladar, rebounds there, and cleared away. York battling for it then. It's grabbed back by Barkey. Barkey will be out physical by Kindle. Cross ice pass then to center. Shea in the Pittsburgh end. On the right side, Weatherspoon. Off the boards, Mantha will dump it down low. Juleson fighting now with Crosby. Cleared off the boards. Forster then, stolen back by Pittsburgh. Here's Soderblom to Crosby. Crosby pass over, broken up as the puck goes up. And back to center. It seems like it's pretty much even. To be honest with you, Uber Wolf. It seems like it's even. Parker Weatherspoon now in the Pittsburgh zone. He'll come back and regroup in his own end. Weatherspoon then to Karlsson. Karlsson ahead then to Rakell. Jabbing at that puck. Rakell fires it wide of Vladar. Picked back up then quickly by Glendening. Sanheim to center. Karlsson holds it back in the Pittsburgh end. Erik Karlsson then on the right side over then for Crosby. Pass back down low for Weatherspoon. 3.5 gone here in the third. Hathaway forces a turnover. Battling for it in the corner then with Crosby. Getting to it as well as Novak and Glendening. Puck is still tied up. Down low, Hathaway with a skate on the puck. Poke check back up top. Whistle blown dead. And I think a penalty coming up. And I think both these players will probably go. Hypothetically. Couple punches there down low in the corner. We'll see what the calls are. And I think this could be a Pittsburgh power play. We'll see. And it will be on just Philadelphia. Pittsburgh power play coming up. Oh, no, it's not. It's 4-on-4. Never mind. I didn't hear the last one. Never mind. It's 4-on-4. The ice is freed up here a little bit. Face-off's going to come. And I believe the Pittsburgh end. Shots are 20-15 in favor of Philadelphia. This is a huge opportunity here for both sides, honestly. The ice being freed up is good for both sides. Face-off coming up in the Pittsburgh end. On the draw, it'll be Dvorak who will take it against Lizotte. Face-off is won back by Pittsburgh. Chris Letang in the Penguins' end. Back over then for Dewar. Dewar hit by Konechny down low. Grabbed back then by the Penguins. Letang through center. Cross ice pass to Girard. Girard knocked off the puck. Down low Lizotte. Up top to Letang. Letang cross ice pass into Girard. Penguins will regroup. Girard. Shot up top to Letang. Shot on there. Saved by Vladar. Then even got on. Crosby fighting with Drysdale. There as well as Dvorak. Konechny battling for it then with Crosby. Will throw it up top then for Letang. Letang, slap shot. He scores! Chris Letang on the slap shot. And it's 3-1 Penguins. Nice setup there by Sidney Crosby. And that's what you do when you try and tell Owen Tippett to sign a puck that says Crosby sucks. And it's 3-1 Pittsburgh. I'll never forget that. (3-1) Pittsburgh. Letang from Crosby and Raquel. Parker Wotherspoon will take it back and regroup down low in the Pittsburgh zone. Wotherspoon in his own end. 15.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Shea, backhanded off the boards then for Malkin. Malkin will drop it back then for Wotherspoon, who will dump it down low. Chris Letang, his first goal of the postseason. And a 2-goal lead for the Penguins here in the third. And that's exactly what you need to do. Take the crowd back out of it. Sanheim drops it back then for Ristolainen. Risto, a shot. That one goes wide. Down low in the corner now, Risto fighting with Shea. Risto up top to Sanheim. Back down low to Zegras. Zegras to Sanheim. Sanheim pass over, broken up there. Tippett battling for it alongside Sanheim in the corner now, Shea. Grab back then by Evgeny Malkin. Down low here now in the Pittsburgh zone. Letang. Cross ice pass then to Kendall. Here's Anthony Mantha. We'll dump it down low into the Philadelphia end. Drysdale fighting with Kendall. Hathaway. Off the boards then to Couturier. Through center now with it with speed is Hathaway. Hathaway will poke check it down low. Robert, I'm sorry. I misclicked and banned you by accident. You're unbanned. I apologize, Robert. I misclicked by accident and banned you. I did not mean to do that. Nick Seeler will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh end. At center, getting it back is Juleson. Noah Juleson backhands it down low. Gerard for Soderblom. Elmer Soderblom now moves it through center, knocked off that puck. His big size gets him around him. Sean Couturier in the Philadelphia end. Couturier will throw a pass to center. Konechny for Porter Martone. Martone behind the net, feeds it up top then for Ristolainen. Risto to Sanheim. Sanheim poke checks it down low with Martone in front. They score! Travis Konechny! And all of a sudden, don't look now, it's a one-goal game yet again. Travis Konechny, who they called out for being meh in this series, wakes it up for Philadelphia. It's 3-2. Staying alive. Great play by Travis Konechny, an even better shot. And it is a 3-2 hockey game here in the third period. 12:57 to go. Folks, it is not over yet. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Face off at center. Is won back then by the Flyers. Dewar. Up top then, Gerard a shot. Goes wide there of Vladar. Forster on the right side then, broken up by Pittsburgh. Here's Lizotte in front, and that one goes up in the air. Assist on that goal, Dvorak and Sanheim. Cates trying to get that one up to Michkov. On the right side, Pittsburgh will play it back to center. Gerard to Letang. Letang will get it back to center. Here's Gerard now holding in the Pittsburgh zone. Did you win your bets, Crimson? Connor Dewar. Over then for Novak, who will dump it down low. Drysdale in his own end. Cleared all the way back to center. Penguins will get it back. Carlson. Over then for Chinnikov. Erik Karlsson now will play it ahead then for Malkin. Trying to backhand that one down low. Zegras takes it back then for Philadelphia. Pass up top. Here's Tippett with some room. Fires it on. Saved by Shilovs. Penguins will get this one back off the boards. Flyers intercepted. Barkey to Zegras. In front. Oh, the pass was fumbled there. Sanheim up top. Risto waits. Fires it. Save in front. Rebounds there. And cleared away. Novak will dump it back to center. And it'll slide back into the Philly zone. No icing. Rasmus Ristolainen in the Flyers' end. Risto for Sanheim. Back to Risto now, who moves it through center. This place is right back into it. Letang off the boards, kept in by Couturier. Coots, right side then, grabbed back by Anthony Mantha. Mantha over then for Soderblom, who battles for it in the corner then with Sanheim. On the right side, Couturier fighting with Mantha. Kendall fires it, and that one goes wide. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Penguin zone. 10:30 to go here in the third period. Letang to Gerard. Back over to Mantha. On the right side, Flyers trying to play this puck. Cleared back down low then into the Philadelphia end. Forster. Back off the boards down low then to Konechny. Konechny to Martone. Martone will send Dvorak. Dvorak battling for it in the corner then with Weatherspoon. They're both tied up. Getting to it is Carlson. He'll fight with Martone. Getting there first then again as well as Gerard. Back to Weatherspoon down low. Cleared up top and chipped to center. 2-on-1 the other way. It's Rust with Crosby. Rust. Pass over. Blocked by York. 10 minutes to go in the third. Carlson fires it. And that one goes wide. Here's Travis Konechny now through center. Konechny will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh end. Carlson back over then to Weatherspoon. Cleared off the boards then for Carlson, who will dump it into the Philadelphia zone. Risto fighting with Dewar. 9.5 minutes to go. Achari back in the corner. Sanheim gets it back for Philly. Puck is deflected in the air. Grabbed back by Forster. Forster, 3-on-2. He gets around Gerard. Knocked off that puck. Poke checked ahead then for Kindle. And the Pens will get it back to center. Ristolainen back over then for Sanheim. Sanheim for Trevor Zegras. Zegras in the Philadelphia zone. Trevor Zegras will bring it now through center. Will bank it off the boards back down low. He'll fight for it then with Gerard. Letang back over then and grabbed by Barkey. Sealer battling for it as well. In front, Tippett through the legs. What a play. Barkey's there for the rebound and cleared away. Chinnikov on the right side. Knocked off that puck. Flyers get it back. Tippett will dump it down low. This place is electric right now. Letang will backhand it around down low then for Shea. Ryan Shea will clear it back into the Philadelphia zone. Cam York in his own end. Up top then for Glendening. Thrown to center. At the line now. Couturier will get it back for Philadelphia. Turnover forced there by Soderblom. Poke checked. Flyers have it. Hathaway. Poke checked again by the Pens. Oh, they're getting their sticks there in the right time. 8:10 to go in the third. York fighting with Mantha. Drysdale off the boards then to Couturier. Couturier will funnel it to center. Weatherspoon. Chip back down low and on Vladar, who will get it back over then for Couturier. Couturier will clear it to center. Weatherspoon regroups with that puck with 8 minutes to go. Dump back down low here now into the Philadelphia end. Ristolainen battling for it alongside Crosby. Grab back then by Travis Konechny. He'll dump it to center. Getting to it then is Dvorak. Dvorak's got some room. Fighting with Weatherspoon down low. Martone is there as well. It's a scramble for it down low in the corner. Penguins win it. Lizotte through center. 7:20 to go. Battling for it down the right side. Penguins get it back. Achari into the zone. Grabs the puck. Backhand on in front. It was in the crease. Carlson a chance. And that one goes wide. Cleared all the way back to center. In the neutral zone, Achari fires it. Save there by Vladar. Sealer battling for it in the corner then with Blake Lizotte. Ristolainen back over to Dvorak. He'll throw it to center. Forster will backhand this one down low. On the right side, Sealer battling for it now with Shea. Down low in the corner now, Michkov. Penguins are not giving the Flyers the time of day. Gerard will flip it back to center. Juleson, cross-ice pass then to Forster. Forster will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh zone. Gerard fighting with Cates. Down low in the corner now, Carlson. Up top then for Novak. Novak will dump it down low into the zone. Drysdale to York. On the right side, turnover in front. Chinnikov a shot. What a save by Dan Vladar. Oh, he fired it wide. Never mind. Here's Letang a shot. And that one is on Vladar. He'll make the save. 5:58 to go in the third. The Flyers are not done yet. It is 3-2 Pittsburgh. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Oh my goodness. Skinner doesn't like dinner. Huh. He's not even in the game. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. What a phenomenal game we have here tonight. It's been a fun one for sure. We will be live all day tomorrow. Starting off with Sabres Bruins, followed by Kings Avs, Lightning Habs, and then Oilers Ducks. 4 games tomorrow on the commentary schedule. As I burp. We are also 8 likes away from 100 here on the stream. All right, face-off coming up here now. It's going to be, if I remember correctly, it's going to be in the neutral zone. Or no, in the Philadelphia end, sorry. Prepare for Philadelphia to make that push. We need CJ. He was in here earlier. Face-off in the Philadelphia zone. Shots 23-19. Face-off won by Pittsburgh. Carlson a shot. And that does not go all the way. Grab back then by Dvorak. 3-on-3. Crosses past to Konechny. Konechny to Dvorak. Back and on. Goes wide. He couldn't really get it on exactly. Up top in front. Konechny drive. Wide. Puck in the crease there and cleared back around. All the way back into the Philadelphia zone. 5.5 minutes to go. Sanheim will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh end. Dvorak to Konechny. Up top, Risto. Back to Konechny. Risto a shot. And that one goes wide. Martone, a backhand there. Goes way wide behind the net then. Konechny fighting with Achari. Martone down low in the corner. Chris Letang fighting with Sanheim. Pass over is broken up. Pens will take it back. 2-on-2. Achari dumps it down low into the zone. Lazat battling for it then with Barkey. It's grabbed back by Ristolainen. Razors Ristolainen with speed through center. Fires it on. And it goes out of play. Game was a little bit behind. I apologize. Now the clock is matched up. And I believe we will step aside again. 4:51 to go. It is a 3-2 lead for the Penguins. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. It'd be greatly appreciated. This has been a insane last couple of weeks. When do they pull the goalie? I would imagine soon. Probably not to like the 2-minute mark. Probably. Probably 3 minutes or something. I'm not sure. All right. 4:51 to go in the third period. Will we need extra time? Maybe. We'll find out. Face-off coming up here now in the Pittsburgh zone. Zegras versus Achari. Face-off is a tie-up, then one back by the Penguins. Letang will play it off the boards. Lazat battling forward with Zegras. They'll force it to center. Dewar, shorthanded, will gain the line and dump it down low. Cam York now in the Philadelphia zone. Back over then for Zegras. Pass off the boards and just wide of Shilovs. That's an icing. Yeah, can't do that. Mo bueno. Face-off coming up here now in the Philadelphia zone. It's Zegras versus Crosby. Face-off won by the Pen. Shot on, glove by Vladar. Good save by Dan Vladar. Face-off here now in the Philadelphia zone once again. Cates versus Crosby. Face-off won by the Flyers. Konechny down low will bank it off the boards for Sanheim. Cross-ice pass. He's got Cates with some room. Cates to center a shot. Saved by Shilovs. And he will cover up. Oh, buddy, bases loaded, no outs in the Phillies game. Oh, boy. Face-off in the Pittsburgh end, 4:16 to go. Cates versus Dewar. The face-off is a tie-up here now, one back by the Pens. They will clear it down the other way, and that'll be an icing. I assume we're going to see a lot of that here these next few minutes. I would presume. Not a betting man, but I would presume. Shots 24-20. Archer Shilov's having himself a great game tonight. He's been the answer that Pittsburgh's needed. Face-off won by Philadelphia. Ristolainen comes in, fires it, and that one's blocked through the crease. Risto, down low then battling forward with Novak. Cleared around to the right side then, Forster. Intercepted by Pittsburgh. They will try and force it to center. Flyers keep it in. Cates, right side then, Konechny. Konechny down low in the corner fighting with Carlson. Konechny to Forster. Up top, Risto. Intercepted by the Pens. They will dump it down the other way. And that'll be an icing as well. We got 300 people here in the commentary stream. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you all here. We do daily hockey commentaries for all 32 teams. We'll be live for every game tomorrow. Face-off in the Pittsburgh end. 3:37 to go. Couturier versus Novak. It's a big draw here. Face-off is one back by the Flyers. Tippett in the corner. Up top then York. York to Drysdale. Drysdale back to York. York a shot. Goes wide. Couturier down low then behind the net then to Zegras. Zegras to Couturier. Sean Couturier back over to Zegras on the right side, then tied up by Pittsburgh in the corner. Cleared back then by Novak. Not enough for an icing. Drysdale over then for Tippett. Tippett fighting with Carlson. On the right side there, Philadelphia trying to get that 1-3. 3:05 to go here in the third. York to Zegras. Zegras will dump it in there on Shilovs. He'll play that puck away. Witherspoon dumps it back to center. Now in the final 3 minutes of play. Ristolainen fighting there with Achari. Porter Martone now down low in the corner. Flyers get it back to center. Dvorak to Sanheim. Sanheim will dump it down low. Played back over then for Konechny. Sanheim battling for on the right side and intercepted then by the Pens. And clear to center. Martone, what are you doing, dude? Vladar off the boards then to Martone. Martone ahead then to center. Risto. Played back ahead then. Dvorak for Sanheim. Crosby will chip it back down low. Keep an eye out for Dan Vladar. He's still in the net. And offsides against Philadelphia. Nice one. 2:08 to go in the third. And I believe we will go back to commercial again. 2:08 left. We are 3-2. I almost keep saying we are tied, but we're not tied. Oh my God. We are not tied, no. All right, guys, will the Flyers tie it up or will the Pens win? Comment it down below. Will the Flyers tie up or will the Pens win? Will the Flyers tie it or will the Pens win? Comment down below. All right. Got 330 people in here. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for tuning in. Game 4 of the Battle of Pennsylvania. Still not yet into play. Goals in this third period, Chris Letang and Travis Konechny. Close one here in these last few minutes. Face-off coming up here in the Philadelphia zone. All right. Flyers got to get it back down the other way and score. Achari versus Dvorak. The face-off. Seems like this whole crowd's on their feet. Face-off won back by the Flyers. Ristolainen moves it through center. Up top then, Dvorak will dump it in on Shilovs. Here goes Vladar. Cleared off the boards now. 6-on-5 for the Flyers. It's forced back to center. Extra skater out here now for Philadelphia. Risto to Porter Martone. Martone through center. Will backhand it down low into the Pittsburgh end. Shea will steal it back for the Pens. Kept him by the Flyers. Right there's Lizotte, though. Flyers tapping out that puck. Martone, it's a 5-man tie-up. It's cleared back down low. Forster on the right side, battling forward with Dewar. Dewar gets it and dumps it down the other way. Icing. With 1:21 to go. No problem, Pamela. Thank you. Empty net. Face off here in the Pittsburgh zone. Back by the Flyers. Forster to Drysdale. Back up top, Forster. Forster down low then to Cates. Cates up top to Forster. Drysdale to Zegras. Forster, Drysdale, a shot, save, rebound to the crease, and Cates cut clear lay. Forster on the right side. Turnover forced. Pens will get it back. They will dump it down the other way. And racing for the empty net is Dewar. He will hit it. Connor Dewar hits the empty net goal. And we will see a Game 5. In the final minute of play, the Penguins secure the empty net goal. And we will see you Monday night. Alas, the Penguins will not be swept. They will live to fight another day. And they will drag the Flyers back to Pittsburgh. As Michael said, it ain't over till it's over. I forget who he said it. But it's not over till it's over. And the Penguins prove that. Face-off here won by the Flyers. They will dump it down low into the Pittsburgh end. Letang on the right side back to center. Drysdale dumping it back down low into the corner. Rust to Letang. On the right side now with it is Barkey. Barkey up top to Sanheim. Crosby's pass to Risto. Risto up top for Philly. Yes, Yogi. I almost said Yoshi. I was about to say Yoshi. Shot by Raquel. Save. Empty net still for Philadelphia. Sanheim in his own end. Back here into the Pittsburgh zone on the right side then. Shut on. Denied there by Shelovs. Martone. Below the line. Fires it there. Saved by Shelovs. Time will wind down and we will see you on Monday night. Pittsburgh will win this game 4-2. And now Crosby getting into it with Sanheim. Something happened. I think Crosby gave a little cross-check to Sanheim at the end of this one. So we will see a Game 5 in Pittsburgh on Monday. We will be live for it. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's not over till it's over. Oh, did the Phillies win? Top of the 10th. It's still top of the 10th? What the hell? Anyhow, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, it's not over till it's over. And again, we talked about it in the pregame for Carolina-Ottawa. And I said it in my TikTok the other day. I talked about it. It's not over till it's over. And I had a feeling, as a Flyers fan myself, I had a feeling that it was not going to be this easy. So I'm not that surprised that Pittsburgh's won this game. And again, we look ahead to Monday for Game 5. It should be a fun one. It really should be. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. And I will see you guys in the next stream.